everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and I've been wanting to make a video for you about the benefits of bartering. Now, this is something that humans have been doing for centuries, and you might even been doing it on a small scale, just trading goods and services that you have for goods and services that you need. So this is something that I think is a good idea to bring back in even on a small scale, even in neighborhoods where, in my neighborhood, we grow different vegetables. And we've been doing this for years, and I might have a really good tomato year, and someone might have a really good corn year, or really good squash, which I think most people have really good squash. But that's been done on a level, I think, for most human beings, where we have an abundance of something, and no tallies are kept or scores are kept. It's just like, I have a big bowl of extra peaches, and you have a big bowl of extra tomatoes, or even a few extra tomatoes, and we would rather see our neighbors use it than have it go to waste. But you can even take this a step further where you can actually barter for things that you need. And like I said, it can be goods or services. So the first place to start, if you're interested in bartering, is to think about what you have to offer. Do you cut hair? Are you an accountant? Do you like to mow lawns? Do you even like to maybe weed? I personally love to get in my yard and pull weeds. It's very meditative. It's quiet. I don't bring my phone. I don't listen to music. I am just out in my yard, and I'm doing something that feels productive. I enjoy it. And I know a lot of people who, if I were willing to pull their weeds, would definitely let me if there was a barter thing going on. So you can really take this and do anything with it. You could even barter, use clothes, clothes that maybe your kids have outgrown, or toys. You can even barter things like technology. If you have, you get a new phone, and you have your old phone, it's perfect, but you could actually barter it. So of course you're going to want to make sure that things are in good working condition before you barter something like that, because there's a lot of things to take into consideration. So there's a couple of really nice things to think about here. And I got this list off of Wikipedia just because I wanted to really bring this into a nice, quick little video and maybe bring the thought of the idea of bartering to the front of your mind, because I think that in times of recession and financial crises, that's what human beings do, is they barter, they share, and it's a beautiful way to stay connected to your community and to actually sometimes recycle things that need to be recycled and not thrown away. So first of all, consider your professional services. Identify your skills that might be associated with your business or your hobbies. So you might have a hobby. I've once heard of an artist who was a very good artist who had his own gallery. He went into the dentist, and he needed a root canal and a crown, which was over $1,000. And he noticed that the dentist's office didn't have any paintings or any art on it. It was just blank walls. So he said to the dentist, "Hey, I'm an artist. I noticed you don't have any paintings on your walls. How about if you come to my studio and take a look?" And the dentist went down, picked out a beautiful piece that was about $1,200, and they were able to barter goods and services for a service, for goods and services. So this can be applied to almost anything, but what you have to be willing to do is to get involved and to actually ask. I think that we've reached such a point where we're a throwaway society that it's actually just easier to throw it away or even donate it, which is great, to donate clothing or things that you're done using, donate them to a charity. But yeah, I think times are changing, and I think it's time to really take a look at what bartering could mean. And I've known many people who do bartering, and it's kind of addictive, and it just becomes part of their lifestyle. And not addictive in a bad way, but addictive in a really good way. I have friends who will barter, they have chickens, they barter chicken eggs for a basket of fresh tomatoes. And that's been done for centuries too, as far as human beings that grow different things in their gardens and have different things to provide. I have 4 fruit trees in my yard, and I do have some vegetables, but I don't have a huge vegetable garden. So I'm always trading every year peaches or pears, and I've just now got my apricots are just crazy, and I get thousands of them, and it's like, I don't even try to barter. I just try to give them away so they won't go bad. So this has been something that we've been doing as humans for a lot of years. So once you identify the services that you can do, so again, like I said, this could be a hairdresser, an accountant, anything like that. Maybe you're a good painter. Maybe you paint walls great and someone needs to have their kids babysat. I mean, it could be really anything. So brainstorm and discover your less obvious skills. You might actually want to sit down and brainstorm. Offer less specialized tasks that others may not be able or willing to do themselves. So think about like the weed pulling. There's a lot of people who maybe not only don't like it, maybe they physically can't do it. So that's always great. And find items that you want to get rid of. Lend people the use of your house, car, or expensive items. Now this is kind of along the vein of something like Airbnb or VRBO, things that actually can be, open up your house. And there's websites where you can go to look for things to barter. In fact, just simply type in line best bartering websites and you would be surprised at what you will find. So then what you want to do is you want to arrange a bartering deal. So suggest the possibility of bartering. So you want to find a partner or a person or a group of people. I think if you were to spend a little bit of time and look in your community and just do some research and start asking around, I'm sure there's a very thriving community of bartering that's happening already in your communities. You just need to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and go find them. Or maybe it is your comfort zone, but it never really crossed your mind to go find people to barter goods and services with. Now, one last thing I'm going to say, and I might have left some stuff out here, but this is just, I wanted to put this idea of bartering on your radar. But if you are bartering business to business, you do need to consider the implications of taxes, because this can be something that is considered income, especially if maybe they're big things or they're just services that you would normally pay a lot of money for. So just keep that in your mind. You can actually visit the government website and get information about exactly how that works, because you definitely don't want to get in trouble with the tax man for that. So let me know if this resonates with you and this has been something you've been thinking about. I know it's been something that's been on my mind, and as I was thinking about it, I realized that I'm actually already doing this, with as far as on a very low scale, with my neighbors and our vegetable gardens and all my fruit trees. And I do have a friend that brings me fresh chicken eggs. I don't give her anything in exchange, but maybe I need to start doing that, because she just gets lots of eggs and I am the grand recipient of those. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope that you maybe put that on your radar. And I think that we're in for some really interesting times in the very near future, that this skill and this connection with other people who are interested in bartering is going to come in really, really handy. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.